Well, thank you for joining me today. Soulsters, I'm Cleo. This is Cleo Soul Tarot. We want to talk about this Pisces Full Moon in Virgo. Let me tell you, we've done the work. We're almost out of Virgo. This full moon in Pisces, with Pisces, right, is going to take us deep into our consciousness, raising the level, transforming our mind, a transcendence of the mind, basically, moving us to a whole new level where our spirit and our higher self is already the fifth dimension. And we knew we was going here, and we already talked about it. This moon is called the harvest moon, and we talked about that. We talked about reaping what you sowing, and this is we're moving into a time of harvest. We spoke about this. We are moving into harvest, and it's full of blessings, it's full of abundance, it's full of love, and it's full of light. We're moving into oneness because we did the individual work that is required in efforts to move to a higher place. And we can see the foolery of this world. But I will tell you this. Around September, at the end of September, right? This is September at the end. In Libra season, the truth is going to start coming out. You'll see the universe start balancing things out. And if you haven't sown good seed, well, this ain't going to be a good time for you. But for us, it's great. Yes. Channeling. Oh, let me get the lights on. Sorry. How about that? Well, we got channeling here. And talking about shifting to a higher level, you can see the DNA upgrade. And when I see this, the DNA strand, I always think about, us removing the veil, freeing ourselves, and moving back into our spiritual power. The power that lies within. This is why we were told to know thyself. Exactly why our crown chakra is being lit up with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So basically, we'll start receiving downloads in the form of channeling. Some of you probably can already do that. And this is a form of channeling whenever you're reading tarot cards, even Reiki. If you're doing that, you're channeling healing. Absolutely. And the very fact of the matter is, when you're doing things of that nature, you're basically tapping into cosmic knowledge, into oneness, into the collective. Divine animals, 22. So we have 3 and we have 22. Wow. Very big numbers here. So your heart chakra, our heart chakras are being transformed and transfigured, expanded. And I talked to the Leos and told them, listen, if you're having heart palpitations or trembling of the heart or the muscle on top of it, of course, go see a doctor if you need to. However, it means that your heart chakra is receiving downloads and it's moving at a totally different frequency. You know what I'm saying? It's operating at a new frequency. This is why the earth is heating up. And they say she's speeding up too. But sometimes we don't always get the truth from those who try to keep us in the dark. But we do have 3 and 22. Yeah, let your light shine. This is another Leo here. But it is about the heart chakra. And both of these hearts are above the head of the lion here and of this meditator. So this is the cosmic heart. And the number is 45. Basically, we are connecting to our cosmic heart. Honey, we move into a whole new level. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. We're moving to a whole new level. And this is what's going on with this Pisces full moon. Moving into a place where we are basically understanding our spiritual gifts, receiving divine protection from our spiritual team, allowing us to let our light shine all the creativity that lies deep within. Yes, clear, cancel, and release. Well, with Mercury going into retrograde on the 9th, tomorrow, or today if you're watching it on the 9th, we had to, we did a video, don't let them back in, with this Mercury retrograde and 4 other planets, I think, going in retrograde as well. I think Venus is one of them. Baby, them exes is going to be trying to come back. And you tell them, all of my exes, well, I sent them to Texas. Put you on the curb for the man to come get you. I don't want you back. I mean, you just going to have to tell them. And see, we can't be looking back. We'll be turned into salt like Lot's wife. Honey, don't look back. Just keep going. Why? Because there's nothing in the past. We've already learned what we needed to learn. We don't need to go through that again. Now, do we? No, we don't. Divine animal Leo is coming in to remind you to take charge and action. I do see the arrow with this Sagittarius energy here. Looking at the big picture. Absolutely. Fire energy and air energy with the arrow. But baby, honey, you better clear, cancel, and release. And take action to move on. Have courage. Well, we already talked about this being us balancing ourselves and moving to a higher frequency. Now, when you do that, right? Talking about let your light shine. Somebody's coming in. Because you have fell in love with yourself. And people can resonate with that love. And this is what Pisces is about. Us going deep within our emotions and balancing ourselves all the way to the core. And that's why we can clear, cancel, and release. Because we know. But I will say, once that energy and your frequency starts going up to a higher level, people, they sense that. And when they're on that same frequency, they're basically attracted to who we are. People are, even the ones who ain't supposed to be, the vampires, they see it too, like a moth to a flame. They sure do. So this is why we have this first. Honey, when they come up, you better be watching them and listening to your inner self with this channeling. And they got to prove themselves, just like you had to prove yourself to you. You understand? Because your heart chakra, baby, is wide open. And we don't have time for the old past life fooleries. We don't have time for that. We've moved on. Because we already talked about receiving abundance and blessings. And everything that we left in the past, we don't need to pick it up any longer. Enough said. We ain't going to talk about that no more. Yes, medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing with channeling. We just said that. Listen to your inner self. But this Pisces full moon here, it is the medicine mother. It's the divine feminine coming in to heal you. And with this lion and take charge, it's your feminine, your masculine and your feminine combining. exactly what's going on. And this is why people are coming. Honey, they're going to be coming out the woodworks, I'm telling you. And they're going to be ready too. Why? Because they worked on themselves as well. We're not the only ones working on ourselves. Not with 8 billion people on the earth. The sun. The sun says enjoy success and happiness. The sun's coming in to light you up. This is fire energy here. Well, with this Sagittarius, But I will say this. The sun is coming in to heal all things. And to, right under Medicine Mother, absolutely healing. Upgrading that DNA to a higher level. I would say this. Definitely around late March, April, in Aries season, it's definitely we're going to move to a place like the Aries, I know, with the mentality of I know who I am. I know what I deserve. I know what is coming to me. I speak these things into existence. The sun is saying, yes, there will be absolutely brand new beginnings. Brand new beginnings for all of us. Because we put the work in. We got to know ourselves. And this is why this romance and connection is coming in. Exactly why. I'm telling you. Well, we have air guardian, shift your perception. And we talked about that. We talked about, our consciousness. Our consciousness is shifting. The way we think of ourselves. With the air. Yeah, we talked about that. Going into the virgin cosmic womb in Virgo. We said we went in Gemini, the twins. Now we're in Pisces, with this Pisces full moon, combining ourselves. This was the work that we were doing. Becoming our higher selves. That's the work that we were doing. Literally. That is the work we were doing. I want to get some, we got the ancestor cards. We'll do some love cards. And let's do some moon cards real quick. See if we can see what energies from the other astrological signs. Yeah. Cancer says push through your insecurities. So be ready. And with this Pisces full moon, guys, we're definitely going to have opportunity to do just that. Push through our insecurities. Well, we have this. Okay, there's a lot of something happened for us. And I know this to be true because I've been feeling this, but something happened with us during this Lion's Gate. Something happened. And with this Cancer here, we did have the I think I talked about this, but the parade of the planets. They were all lined up. Even Nibiru, the 9th one. That's a whole nother story, but we'll talk about that later. Nibiru. But they were all lined up. I think it was June 24th, yeah. And I mean, if you do the numbers on that, that's 666. Something big happened. And we also have Taurus and release control. With this romance. Right? And connections. And shifting your perception. You have to release control. Allow yourself to have a different outlook. And we have Taurus coming in and saying be proud of yourself as you work through your... One of the things that we need to focus on as we're working through our insecurities for this new moon in Pisces. And when we get to Pisces in February, March, we have to remember that we've worked to get here. When all this stuff starts showing up of abundance, remember you earned it. Don't forget that. Yeah, we have Libras coming in and say keep your heart open. Oh, so they're coming in Libra. Okay. But remember, we talked about the heart here. The heart chakra here, here, here. Yeah. And we have Pisces. No, Gemini. Gemini said think it through. So whatever you're thinking about, you have to release control. Release the need to control. And allow your heart to be open. Free yourself. You understand? Because we're receiving information. And pay close attention to your dreams also while we're in this full moon in Pisces. Right now. At least until the 25th. With that full moon energy still pushing through. But the 27th, we already know something may happen on the 27th. I don't know. But that date has been coming up a lot. Let's see what the love cards have to say. Well, this heart is shining good. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joy. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in right now. Bringing a whole new outlook on everything. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. Speaking of lions and wrestling in the woods, you know how the cats like to play. And this one, well, it's important to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Okay? And that's exactly what's we'll be doing for this full moon. And once we do finally and fully balance ourselves, we'll be available and ready for something new. But don't forget these retrograde planets. Honey, they gonna be bringing them the stuff you put on the curb. They gonna be trying to come back. And they gonna have all the good words to say and all that kind of stuff. And listen, if I understand, we don't hate anyone. In fact, we love everybody, and we love you too. Even though, but baby, some of us could have been treated better. And we don't want to be treated like that again, ever again. Because the fact of the matter is, we weren't that way to you. We loved you, and we try to build you up. You know what I'm talking about. And you still acted a fool. But that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that later. Are you guys upside down? Yes, y'all are. Let me get them together here. Well, I tell you what, let's see. Well, we have the Seven of Cups. We have choices in the love department too. Well, with this retrograde, the Seven of Cups, it's going to be a few of them coming back to some of y'all. If you know what I mean. Some of y'all got a few coming back and probably still texting you and calling and stuff like that. I hope you, well, I ain't gonna get in nobody's business. Let me move on. See, the Sun card. And this is under the Medicine Mother. So I'm assuming with this particular Sun card, there's going to be some inner child healing as well. We're going to have some healing of the past life drama and an inner child and the inner child trauma, which is always needed. But know that you're protected, and the Sun is coming in to verify that. Yes, Star card. Didn't we talk about Sagittarius? No, this is Aquarius. And this is when we're coming out. The Star. This is when we're coming out of the cosmic womb. We'll be moving out actually in Libra season. We'll be fully aware, But I think around Sagittarius is when we begin to, because, we did that move to the upper room, right? The chosen ones in the upper room. We did that video. That's when our DNA will be fully upgraded, will be fully transformed, understanding our spiritual gifts. And what we'll do is we'll be in waiting. We'll be, again, being prepared for Aries, for this brand new beginning. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is coming in to remind us, honey, there's some new stuff coming in, new monies and new house, new car from the angels. And if they're doing that, hopefully you supplying the funds too. New business opportunities, because we had to fight. And this is about the trauma that we went through. And we're not letting you guys come back, because this is what you bring. Craziness, drama, 5 of Wands. With the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. No. And we have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Taurus, Capricorn. No, Taurus, Leo. Cancer here, and Gemini. These are the signs. And, we do have the moon here again, Cancer. But I tell you what, this new moon, or this full moon, Pisces full moon, is definitely going to reveal some secrets. And I think it's going to come in the form of channeling. If during meditation, and also in your dreams. So make sure you keep a dream journal. Well, the Page of Swords, honey. See, okay. This is with the Seven of Cups here. You can't let them back in, because they're going to be, first of all, they're going to be trying to get in your mind and playing those mind games with you that they did in the first place, which is why we allowed them in the first place, right? But we learned, honey, we learned all your secrets. Because you was real good at 1 minute, and the next minute you was crazy cuckoo on Cocoa Puffs. And we just couldn't figure these things out. And it's because you had 5 of Wands going on in your own head and bringing this immature, crazy ass shit to us. See, this is the full moon, Pisces full moon, Cleo. You need to bring yourself back. And see, the Queen of Swords say, honey, this immature gossiping and talking about, people and me, we're not having that anymore. Our minds are made up. We know how to make sound decisions. And we know how to use this sword. That's why it's sticking straight up. Anyway, And the Page of Cups with this immature emotions. 2 pages there. Nobody got time for that. Yeah. 7 of Wands. Although you had the 5 of Wands going on, baby, you stepped up to a whole new level. And they had to swing at you from the floor while you in the balcony. And that's how they see things. Because you have, with the Star card, you have alchemized yourself, moved yourself to a whole new level, honey. You see and understand the shadows and the things that go bump in the night. You ain't playing that game no more. Don't do it. Yes, Emperor. Father figure coming in with good knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Strong. With that Aries, I know mentality. It's you. It's me. And it's the person that's moving in. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. Moving into our reality. Because, honey, I want you to have your own place. Oops. That hit my sore spot. Well, we have the 4 cups here too. We had our arms all folded. This is going to be the last one. Yes, the magician coming in and say, listen, with all this mess, all I have to do is wave my hands, baby. That's where we're moving to, guys, with this Pisces. Full moon in Virgo. Moving to a whole new place. We're going to be receiving downloads and information in the form of channeling and in our dreams. But don't forget, clear and cancel, because you never know what's gonna come through. Because I'm gonna tell you this: the Azazelites who try to put the spell on us, they're gonna still be trying, and they're actually still trying to come back through. So we have to work through our insecurities and be proud of ourselves. The divine animals are supporting us with that Leo energy, reminding us to go wild. And to keep our heart open. And to let our light shine. Why? Because we're working on our heart chakra. And the other question is why? Because there's romance and connection moving in. The medicine mother has healed us. All the past life traumas and the childhood dramas. It's over. Absolutely. And the air guardian is coming in to make sure our mental state is balanced. So, for one reason, and the only reason, is so in this new moon in Gemini, we can what? Think it through. And the Emperor's coming in because we've earned it. We're the peaceful warrior. While I do sit on my throne, I'm always armored up. Please believe. And don't forget, this retrograde season, honey, they gonna be trying to come back. But like the girl said, honey, they tried to take me to rehab, and I said no, no, no. Honey, you can't come back in here. No, 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 Miss Amy Winehouse. No, you ain't coming back here. Like my daddy said, that old dog don't bark here no more. Because if you let him come back in, they gon' F your mind up. And I'm Cleo. This is Cleo Soul to Roll. Don't forget, keep your heart open. Why? And be playful, because love is on the way. In this Pisces full moon in Virgo. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, and always leave a comment. I'm Cleo. Well, I'll read you later.